Either we are there or not, ITSPmagazine still gets the best stories. There are plenty of conferences and all sorts of events that spark our curiosity and allow us to start conversations with some of the world's brightest minds. In person or virtually, we sit down with them at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society. Together, we discover what the synergy of these three elements means for the future of humanity. Knowledge is power, now more than ever. CrowdSec, the collaborative and open source cybersecurity solution. Analyze behaviors, respond to attacks, and share signals across the community for free. Let's make the internet safer together. Learn more at crowdsec.net.
EdgeScan offers continuous vulnerability intelligence as a service, accurately identifying vulnerabilities and exposures across the full stack. All threats are verified by cybersecurity experts, providing exploitable risk and remediation guidance, virtually false positive free. Learn more at edgescan.com.
Pantera, the leader in automation security validation, allows organizations to continuously test the integrity of all cybersecurity layers by emulating real-world attacks at scale to pinpoint the exploitable vulnerabilities and prioritize remediation towards business impact. Learn more at www.pantera.io.
You know, Sean, I'm so glad that I picked such a good music for the intro because I'm listening it so many times.
Right.
I like it. Good call. Good call. I'm patting my back myself.
Right. Not too overbearing. And there we go. It sets the tone for a great conversation. We're live during Black Hat, Marco. It's super cool to be there. And we have many friends, old and new. We're making a new friend today, Jake Flynn from Pantera Security. Jake, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me here, folks.
And
it's nice to see you found a quiet spot. Although we don't really know what's happening around you. For what I know, there could be people like running around, but you sound good. You look like you're in your office. So yeah, cool.
He's got the cool headset tech to keep some of that behind.
Exactly. Yeah, just trying to find a nice quiet corner here and a few passerbyers, but we're having fun out here. It's exciting to see all the people over at the booth and then at the convention here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So a quick word, Jake, of who you are and what you do at Pantera, and then we'll dig into what's going on this week.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, as you all know, my name is Jake Flynn. I'm a sales engineer here at Pantera. So I run more of the technical engagements throughout the pre-sale cycle. I get the beauty of my job is the fact that I get to talk to so many different people in IT and security professionals throughout the world, and from that perspective, hear about all their different stories in regards to like challenges or successes. Right, what has worked for them? What they're really looking to improve upon, and us as a company, Pantera, really that's really the intent, is being able to help make their lives a little bit easier with increasing their security posture in the most efficient manner. Things such as validating your controls that are already in place, whether they're with tools or whether they're within, let's say, your own Active Directory domains and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's kind of the 5-second skinny on that.
I love it. And I have to say, I mean, I for years I built products, and my favorite people in the company were the system engineers, sales engineers. You and the gals and guys like you have your hands on the pulse of what's really happening in these environments that we're all trying to solve problems within. And that's where the rubber meets the road, right? This is where the apps actually get built and deployed, and the security actually takes shape.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail right on the head there. It's the perfect liaison between the customer aspect, right? You actually get to run the solution in their environment, right? And show them, right, this is what we built, this is why we built it, and this is the success that our customers are having, and showing them with real results. But also on the other side, you get to talk to engineering and development, right? And be able to bring that feedback back as well and say, hey, they love this, and this. Absolutely adore it, right? They're looking for something that can go a step further, right? Or they're looking for this aspect as well. And I get to play that liaison a lot. And so I get the best of both worlds from a development and product design perspective, but also from the actual real life use cases within the, from our customers and prospects.
Yeah, it's not just supporting a particular environment, it's supporting their workflows in that environment and lining up to that. Marco?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm using these opportunities to consider our guests on this live stream, our eyes and ears on the floor. So I would love to know, now that a lot of people are back in Las Vegas for Black Hat and DEF CON, what's the vibe there? Is it like, how is the people are excited as they look how old they are and coming to the booth? Yeah, tell me about the vibe.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I walked out of the conference room or the conference floor about 9:55, about 5 minutes before it opened, and it looked like the running of the bulls. Everyone was just like stacked up, ready to go there. I walked out, I looked at the crowd, and I'm like, nope, I'm never going to make it back in time. So I just walked right back in.
Wow.
But it's the excitement, the enthusiasm, and also all of the different vendors out there with their booth designs as well. It's so cool to see all the different designs and how they're drawing people in, right, and having those conversations and the different knickknacks and everything. I know there's always swag at all of these conferences as well that people love, but it's one of the takes that we took on ours, right, is the fact that our booth is actually basically a massive boxing ring. We have two actual boxers as well that go through. They run, and at the top of the hour, every hour, they actually go through an adversarial fight, right? From like a hacking perspective, from like the black team side or like the black side, right? And then the white hat hacking side, right? And who's going to beat them to the punch, right? We have the PA announcer there and everything. It literally looks like a scene out of Rocky Balboa. It's unbelievable. And that generates so much noise there, and all the people are walking around taking pictures, taking videos. It's been so much fun to see just how excited people are about the different aspects of what security really has to offer, right? From the blue team side and the red team side, right? And all the different vendors are out there doing their thing. So
does that make the ref the purple team?
Yeah, I suppose it does, right? they get to be the best of both worlds. They're in the ring, so
yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
that's very creative.
Maybe silly and maybe impossible, but I'm going to ask it anyway. And if you can, great. If not, I have another thing to point on. Is it possible to replicate a scenario from one of those matches?
From one of the Rocky matches, you're saying?
Yeah. What are they? What are the two sides sparring over?
So it's really based off of like, one's kind of like ransomware attack and the other one's kind of like red team exercises. So it is more security or more like adversarial awareness, right? Like, what are they doing and what are we trying to do internally, right? To be able to see who's going to beat them to the punch, right? But I would love to see if they could actually just integrate some sort or like replicate some sort of fight from like Rocky IV or something. By far my favorite Rocky by any means, but the Drago fight and everything to build up, and we're playing tunes over at the booth as well. It's basically the Rocky Balboa soundtrack as well. So we're really
Vegas is a great place to do that because a lot of really famous and iconic box fights they happen there in Vegas. So there you go.
Yes. Exactly right. The venue capital of the world, right?
That's right. So I wanted to, and you're the perfect person to ask this question. What kind of conversations are you having? Because the whole point of those stories in boxing narrative are to help people kind of think through, well, how am I approaching security in my organization? How does my team do what they do? How am I connecting that to the business? What types of conversations are you hearing? Have they shifted any in the last year or few years since, I don't know, I presume you've been to Black Hat before.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's really kind of, I feel like how the industry has been within the last even like 3 to 5 years in general, right? It's been, okay, we need to bolt on multiple products, right? And typically they're siloed products. They work to become more integrated in a more cohesive manner there, but they're all based off of detection, prevention, right? And using those tools as effective as they can be, right? It's difficult to optimize those tools. And I think over the last, even from last year to this year, the biggest transition is right, how do we validate those tools are working in our favor, right? Or how do we optimize those tools to the best of our ability? We're already paying for them. How can we go through and actually identify, right? Is there any gaps there? Are they alerting us at an earliest onset possible without really overloading us from an alert perspective as well, right? From the boy who cried wolf, we all know that's just the death of security as well. But also where those gaps are, even from a user perspective, right? Our end users are greatest risk to security, but also our greatest asset. I want to identify who they are, right? And one way of easy doing that, as well as a cool little webinar I gave last week as well, was the password assessment, right? Taking and identifying which users are using very easy to guess passwords, right? And identifying as well, are they reusing it when we tell them to reset it, right? Or are they actually adding in a decent passphrase, or actually putting something a little bit more unique than their kids' names, their pets' names, stuff like that. But the conversations have went from blue team identification and prevention, right, to really validating, understanding how can we test to validate that they are in place the way that we intend them to be.
There's a joke that I every time I see it, I laugh. It's how many times do I have to change my dog's name, right? With the instead of
seriously though.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that, so I have to say it because it's so funny. Like, can you really change the culture of the people? Like, you know.
Well, I mean, how many people as well? Like, do you think they have unique passwords across all of their accounts? They have like 50, 60 online accounts, and they just reuse the same one. I mean, hey, I've been in that situation before growing up as well, because it's easy. I don't want to have to remember or write down passwords, right? But but the dog names, though, dog names, pet names, right? Children names, right? If somebody's sharing a video with me when I'm giving that presentation, they're always looking at me and just start laughing. I'm like, yep, all right. So we know some of them out there.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think that there is a change of perspective where the business, the users, the employees in a company, they still expect to be that technology, the resolve technology, and they are just passive about that, just waiting for that easy button that is going to protect them? Or are we at the point that they do understand, jokes apart, that there is an education and knowledge that is necessary on their part? And how does Pantera position themselves in the relationship with their clients as well?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question. And I would even say as well, from that perspective, right, there has been, like last year, those discussions have been more about just like, oh, this sounds like another product I have to do, another thing that I have to pay attention to, right? And it's really changed a lot where our prospects now and our customers, they see the value in what Pantera is doing, because they know that there is that gap still. Like that easy button, as much as we want to believe it, it just doesn't exist out there in security, right? Adversaries are getting more and more complex and more sophisticated. So how do we stay above that, right? Is a way to be able to run, okay, what would an adversary be able to do in our environment? And that's exactly what Pantera does for you, but in an automated and autonomous setting. So that way we're not increasing admin overhead that a lot of blue team tools, as much of a necessity as it is another aspect to their security stack that they have to pay attention to. We wanted to provide something historically very sophisticated, not typically manual as well, right? And make that automated and autonomous so that they can actually use that information at the end of the completion of the test, or even during the test at any given time, right? In a very discrete manner, be able to identify, this is what I need to do first, and this is going to increase my security posture the most because of this. Let's say this little attack vector, this little achievement, right? That is what broke open this entire test by showing them post-exploitation along the way as well.
So I presume you have a lot of activities at the booth beyond boxing. so people can come by and kind of figure out what is this ASV? How does it fit into my organization? Which part of my team am I going to line up to take this and make some good use of what these guys offer? What's going on at the booth this week?
Yeah, so this booth here, right, outside of the hourly boxing matches, right, obviously we have a bunch of swag there to be able to give out. One of the big name ones is one that we're raffling off is Muhammad Ali signed boxing glove. That one we're putting in. We put it up as a raffle there, so you come in, sign the ticket or whatever, put the ticket in the box there, and believe it's tomorrow at noon. We're pulling that for the raffle there. Pretty cool feature, or pretty cool memorabilia aspect there. And obviously as well, we do have those demo stations, right? Multiple people are going to be over there helping portray that information over to customers and prospects along the way, and also being able to understand a little bit more about why ASV has come within the market as it has, right? In an automated and autonomous setting, right? A lot of fun activities that you can have over there. So certainly, if you're listening to the podcast or listen to the podcast here, get on over there. You can come and meet me or meet some of my other colleagues as well, and be able to give you a live demo and everything.
And where is there?
Yeah, give us directions.
That's probably a very good. That's probably a very good piece of information.
Or we follow the
right
crowd.
At the hedge, left at the bar.
Ring.
Yeah, just listen for the Let's Get Ready to Cyber Rumble going on every hour. It'll bring you right there. But no, we're located at booth 1774 there, so pretty close to the entrance there, which would be pretty easy to get to.
Nice,
very nice.
Well, Jake, it's been great to meet you and have this chat, and I hope the conversations you have are as meaningful for both sides, you and the folks that you're chatting with. Clearly, we need to help companies help them raise their security posture, and we can only do that if we know that what we're investing in is actually helping with that. So. So appreciate you doing what you do, and I'm excited to, for folks that don't know, we're going to have a deeper conversation on what Pantera does and what ASV is all about, and I'm excited for that longer conversation after Black Hat and DEF CON are over, so folks can stay tuned for that here on ITSP Magazine. And in the meantime, either bring your boxing gloves or go try to win one. This
was just the first round, so now we're just gonna have reference to the boxing world.
This is the weight cutting episode. The next one is the real thing.
Absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure. Stay safe there, and I hope you really get to enjoy the event.
Awesome. Thank you so much, folks. I really do appreciate the time today. And I hope everyone gets a chance to check out the booth there and enjoy as much Black Hat as possible.
Yep, definitely.
Yep.
Have a good one, Jake.
Right.
Stay safe, everybody. Catch you on the next one.
Take care.
Pantera, the leader in automation security validation, allows organizations to continuously test the integrity of all cybersecurity layers by emulating real-world attacks at scale to pinpoint the exploitable vulnerabilities and prioritize remediation towards business impact. Learn more at www.pantera.io.
EdgeScan offers continuous vulnerability intelligence as a service, accurately identifying vulnerabilities and exposures across the full stack. All threats are verified by cybersecurity experts, providing exploitable risk and remediation guidance, virtually false positive free. Learn more at edgescan.com.
CrowdSec, the collaborative and open source cybersecurity solution. Analyze behaviors, respond to attacks, and share signals across the community for free. Let's make the internet safer together. Learn more at crowdsec.net. We hope you enjoyed this episode of our on-location conversation. If you learned something new and this podcast made you think, then share ITSPmagazine.com with your friends, family, and colleagues. If you represent a company and wish to associate your brand with our conversations, sponsor one or more of our podcast channels. We hope you will come back for more stories and follow us on our journey. You can always find us at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society.